Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours. Welcome to another exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. Woo! That was way too enthusiastic. This afternoon's scene sees Francis Beaumont, the Seneschal of Dublin, as he attempts to extricate a sword from the bathhouses of the Temple of Thousand Happinesses, the casino resort owned by Lord Sideshow. We join him as he begins.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. I had a couple of plans. They're not really plans. One was I bought a flight suit, so I'm going to fly onto the roof and try and sneak in that way. The other was kick the shit out of somebody who has a card key and then steal the card key and then sneak in after kicking that guy to the curb, knocking him out for like a good 30 minutes. So yeah, I guess Francis will go with his original plan of trying to fucking glide onto the roof of a flight suit, because that will at least be entertaining if he fails.
All right. From a plane or a helicopter, or from another building?
Probably from another building. Although I never got to ask if I managed to procure the second helicopter from the Sabbat at Waterford.
You did not. All right. Roll me a dexterity athletics roll. Difficulty 7.
Okay, dexterity athletics. I'm also going to feed because I'll probably absolutely have to. I feel like this is wise. So I'm just going to feed twice real quick. Okay, so that's 5.
Where are you?
Oh, well, that's voice chat responses, not. Why am I in voice chat responses? Sorry.
It's all right.
Reroll.
You are forgiven as you bear the sign of our Lord and Savior, Hulu.
This is true. Okay, I have like a ton of blood. I'm at 17.
All right.
And I'm just gonna spend 2 in dex because I'll need the good dex. And yeah, I'm gonna fly onto the roof. Eat. 8, and then this is 13. Actually, no, he can pump his dex up to 7, so it'll be 14. Okay, I got 3 successes.
That was not a great roll.
No, it wasn't a great roll. I got a lot of. I would have got 5 successes. I just rolled 2 ones, but it's fine. It's 14 dice. You can roll a 1.
The landing is a little bit rough. You roll, but yes, you managed to successfully make it onto the roof.
Don't know what floor the sword is on, by the way.
It's actually on a ground floor room. The bathhouse is more of a traditionally built building that adjoins the more prevalent high rise of the rest of the building.
Okay. So I got a lot of floors to go down. Okay. How is the rooftop entrance looking, or does it even have one?
It does.
Okay.
It's basically a door that is mounted in the. It's basically a door that leads down to a set of stairs, but you will have to pick open the lock or break it
Okay.
down.
Okay.
Or you could basically free jump from the top of the building down onto the roof of the bathhouse, which is about 15, 16 floors below you.
Hmm. Can I enter from the roof of the bathhouse?
Yes.
Okay. Hmm. I'm going to make a quick clairvoyance roll on the bathhouse.
Okay.
That is 1 moment. It's perception, empathy. I get 2 successes, so I get a couple. So I can basically look into the room for like 10 to 12 seconds.
Okay. You see this woman is kneeling in the room. She has her head bowed down. Maybe she's meditating.
Okay.
However, it's weird. As you look into the room, her eyes snap up and look directly into yours.
Yeah, that's not good. Should be noted, Francis is not Should be noted, Francis obviously has himself covered.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Mask and stuff. Not like it will matter too much, but just so.
So she appears to look into before the last thing you see before the image itself fades is she is standing up.
Okay, that's not very good. That was unwise. In which case, Francis will probably take the long way around. He's going to pick open the rooftop door.
All right. You hear from behind you the sound of a footstep on the gravel.
Oh, he's going to turn. That's not good. Turning on Ausfax.
I'm curious. The same woman you saw in the bathhouse is standing behind you. On a side note, you know what's great? Correspondence 3 is great.
Yep.
She has her hands clasped behind her back and she says, "Why is it that you're here, thief?"
Debt to repay.
For the record, she's standing there. She has no weapons. She's got no armor on. Like she's just standing there. She is wearing clothing. She's wearing a tank top and she's wearing jeans. But she very, very calmly assumes a martial artist stance. And she says, "If it helps, I will tell those whom loved you that you will be mourned."
I'd really rather not, to be frank.
She just stands there looking at you. You have a couple of options. Would you like to engage? Would you like to flee? Or would you like to attempt to persuade her to maybe see your point of view?
I'll try and persuade her first. Mainly because and then if that doesn't work, I'll flee. Because Francis has no idea what this person is capable of. Other than that they can teleport. And he's seen that in a few people before, and all of those people have been really powerful and dangerous. Might just be coincidence, but I'd rather not take that chance.
So try and convince her. I love how the one thing I was like, this is gonna go great unless he uses term. Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm certainly not gonna do astral, but maybe clairvoyance will work because it doesn't put my mind anywhere, or doesn't throw my presence anywhere. But yeah. What does her aura say?
Ordinary human.
Okay. Actually, I should roll for that. Actually, that's entirely inappropriate thing to ask. Just trying to get. Okay, I was actually looking for more of her emotional state, which I get 6 successes for.
Utterly, teetotally calm. It's almost eerily calm. She doesn't view you as a threat whatsoever.
Okay.
Or rather, it's not as if she doesn't view you as a threat. You don't think she views threats.
Okay. You're very calm. Does she say anything?
Beg your pardon?
He just says, "You're very calm."
Why shouldn't I be? By the way, what is Francis's willpower?
8.
Oof. You're a beefy boy.
Yeah, I can thank Morpheus.
Oh, yeah. So that's plus that. Minus that. She makes an odd mudra with her hands. So basically, you see her move her hands together. Oop. I completely fucked that one up. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on, sorry, for some reason my computer just shat itself. There we go. She's going to have to spend 3 points of quintessence.
Oof.
Or 2 points of quintessence, sorry. All right, fuck me. Okay. You see her look at you, at which point you feel a rather similar sensation how you would imagine people. I did not expect her to succeed because that was a bitching hard roll. She only has 4 dice. Oh well. She looks at you and her eyes narrow, and you feel the same sensation you would expect to feel when you read someone's mind.
Ooh, that's not good.
Francis Beaumont.
The city is literally flooded with supernaturals, isn't it? Jesus.
Only when it is, you know where to look.
Ah.
You and I met at a gala once.
Yes, and here prior.
Indeed, and now you've come to rob us.
Hmm.
Why? You want my master's sword?
A certain entity known as Rumpelstiltskin has called in a boon he has over me.
I can understand. So you're an honest thief.
Yes, truth be told, I'd really rather not be here or be stealing from either of you. I generally try to stay out of your people's affairs whenever I can.
I can understand this perspective. You will live a longer, happier life if this is indeed the case.
Well, I'm now in a situation where I either take the sword or I meet a... well, I suppose I would live a long life, just not a particularly happy one. I suppose it depends on Stillskin's whims.
She drops the martial arts posture and she says, there is another way. You didn't have to steal.
I'm open to alternatives.
It's simple. You merely have to defeat my master. Anyone who can defeat him can claim the Fang of the Dragon at the edge of the void, his sword, as their prize.
Possible. Very difficult, but possible.
You make drastic assumptions.
Well,
Ultimately, this conflict would be without any of your powers and without any of his. Simply a man versus a man, as it is meant to be.
none of my powers, no, but my condition I found is not so easily subverted. Then again, I know very little of your people.
I think that considering his skill, it would be a roughly equation value. But this is my alternative. You may accept it if you wish.
I'm going to do a quick perception empathy on her, because she seems oddly confident that I might actually be able to win. I'm rolling very well on these, which bodes poorly for my combat rolls.
She thinks you definitely have a chance. Though, no. If there was a contest where he was using his powers, you sense, yeah, he would obliterate you in the snap of a finger. But if he is fighting you as one man against another, he is incredibly skilled, but you have vampiric, natural condition. So she thinks it would actually be an even fight.
I would prefer to go about this the cleanest way possible.
Oh.
I'm ill-suited to the art of thievery, as you have very quickly discovered.
No, I would not have discovered if you had not been clumsy. But maybe your clumsiness is indicative of your failure.
as I said, I'm actually quite surprised that Skilskin put me up to this task, given. But maybe this is what he expected. I don't know.
There's a shrug.
I'm sure he is watching somewhere, wonderfully entertained.
There's another shrug.
He can take off his mask.
So, you accept?
Yes.
She walks very close to you. Before you see it, she punches the ground with her fist. And both of you are standing in the same room that you saw, that you clairvoyanced a few moments ago. It's like the world kind of flips over. Please wait here for a few moments.
Of course.
She pans out of the room. Before a few minutes later, yep. You see this individual walk into the room. There are dozens of other people who enter with him. They're the leering faces from the bathhouse, only now they're much less human. You see the demonic leering faces, almost like masks that so many of them wear. Their tattooed bodies have become distorted, bulbous, claws for fingertips. If you've ever seen traditional Japanese oni, that is what you are looking at as they follow in his wake. Konnichiwa, Master Belmont.
Good evening, Lord Saisho.
Sir, I understand you've come to rob me, but rather have chosen the path of honor as opposed to the path of thievery.
Granted the opportunity, yes.
I see. Basically, he snaps his fingers, and you see there's a huge bath in the center of this room that you assume is his private bath. The water evaporates into steam that floods the room, but when it clears, you see the fact that it is now bone dry, and he simply hops down into the now vacant bath.
Francis is just standing there.
This
I'm
will be
unsure what. Sorry.
this will be where we do battle, Master Belmont.
He kind of looks at the thing.
If you can defeat me, then you may claim the Fang of the Dragon at the edge of the void. If I defeat you, your soul will be of some value to me.
I must admit, I've never really understood the commodification of the soul.
It is rather simple and yet rather complex, elusive, if you will. Please join me. He denotes the other side of the bath. Basically, it's large enough for you to stand in, like almost like a miniature fighting pit.
Yeah, no, he'll join him.
Are there any messages you would have us pass on to your kin?
If in the event of if my end comes to pass, then if my love may be sent to Catcher Von Essen, I would appreciate it. And to Katrina Green.
Acceptable. You may set the terms of our engagement. Choose wisely.
Francis considers for a moment, because goddamn, has the player been burned by his own wording like 3 times in this game?
Really intently.
Pardon?
You'd almost swear I listened to wording really intently.
Now, Francis knows he is most skilled with a sword. That's his best shot at winning any engagement. Hands-up brawl or any sort of marksmanship contest, he will probably lose.
However, you don't know how skilled Sideshow is with a sword.
No, I don't. I know he favors it. But Francis is as skilled as a human can be with a weapon. And if he can make it a straight-up fight involving no mystical abilities, then he has a fair shot. Granted, Francis doesn't know to what extent his curse can be subverted by whatever magic can be set. Like, or rather, if the terms are struck, then it's possible his own curse could be temporarily subverted, but he doesn't know to what extent.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know how skilled Saisho is with a gun. Now, Francis is actually pretty skilled with a gun, but not actually amazingly.
Also, this is a duel, so it'd literally be a duel by gun.
Yeah. And Francis's kindred condition would help a lot there if it's not subverted entirely.
So
Because
make
unless
your choice.
Okay. If only I knew more about Lord Saisho. Okay. Francis will make it. What do you call it? A duel by gun? They just called them duels, didn't they?
Duel by gun.
dueled by gun. A shootout, I guess. A shootout, standardized ammunition.
What did you say? Sorry.
Standardized ammunition, so no special, like
Okay.
no armor piercing, no incendiaries, and no anything that could be explosive. They'll just make it heavy pistol because it's more thematic.
Right then.
No use of magic or no use of magic disciplines or other mystical abilities or objects. Which I don't think Francis has any on his person. Although he does have one. Oh, no, he doesn't. He gave that up.
Sideshow nods. You will see him move his hands together in a mudra. At which point, rather than wearing the robes that he's wearing, his robes kind of billow in non-existent wind. Before he is then wearing a suit of armor, basically like riot combat armor.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts on a helmet.
Damn. Yeah, Francis, for his part, is using Kevlar.
You see, interestingly enough, all around Sideshow's belt, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 separate identical guns holstered. 4 on each side.
Okay.
You'd assume because he doesn't know how many bullets he's going to need.
That's fair. I assume Francis will have a gun provided to him, given that is the nature of the duel.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll take.
You can give him whatever you ask for.
I believe he said it is heavy pistols, so I believe they'll both need to take heavy pistols.
Yep.
So he'll just take a deagle. He'll take a significant amount of ammunition himself because he doesn't know how much he'll need. And
because Sideshow has a very interesting, very little. It's actually a merit in Mage called Too Tough to Die.
Oh god, I knew he'd have that fucking merit. God damn it.
So this is actually going to be much fairer than you think it is.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm actually equipped to really handle this. Although he will, I guess he'll use his. I guess he'll use his mask as armor, or he'll acquire it. Is he provided armor? Is that fair? Or will he just take? Because he'll just use his mask if that's the case. That'll provide him some manner of armor.
All right then.
I've been treating it like it's basically Kevlar for the face.
Kevlar for the face. All right then. Would you like to basically? My red will stand at the edge of the dish, and she'll say, "This room will now be your arena. Considering you have opted for considering Francis Guimont has opted for dishonorable combat." Sideshow kind of shrugs, like, eh. But yes, they consider guns to be dishonorable.
Yeah.
Combatants, stand you ready. Sideshow nods.
Francis will nod.
Begin and roll initiative.
Do my passive dice affect me?
Yes, you still have your passive dice.
Okay. I cannot pump my blood, yes?
No.
Yes, okay, good. Funnily enough, though, my dex is... actually, but I did pump up my dex before this ever even came to pass, so is this still a 7?
Yep. His dex is also a 7. It mirrors you exactly.
God, I want to die. Okay, well, I might die. Let's see. So +7... +3 +5 -1.
He
Wait,
doesn't.
7 plus 3 plus 5 is 15. Minus 1 is plus 14. Okay, I do go first.
Yep.
Okay. He's got headgear on, so there isn't too much point in me striking the face. Unless, It's a clear battlefield. I think all I can do is just attack.
Okay.
Trying to think if there's anything else I can do, if I can be creative. What's the state of the arena?
The state of the arena is it's his bathhouse. So there's a statue of the dragon with the sword in its mouth. There's the pit that you're currently standing in. Then there's a number of other pieces of furniture. There are 3 or 4 exits out of the room.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to take a half movement action to cover and still attack?
Yes.
Cool, then I'll do that. I want to take cover. So I'll take cover behind something, and I think my best chance is to just shoot him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take a shot at him. I don't have any specialties. I do have a lot of dice though. I do have lightning reflexes, but that's not really going to apply to most shots unless it's quick drawing or something like that.
Correct.
He's got 8 guns, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
There's one very odd feature on his gun, but you're not exactly sure what it is. It's like this little metallic sheen on the top of it that you've never really seen before.
Okay, isn't that is all on all of his guns?
All of his guns, yeah.
Oof, that makes me feel nervous. Well, I do get 8 successes.
Oof.
A typical...
It's 8 damage. Or no, 7 damage, isn't it?
No,
Oh,
heavy
it's a
pistols
heavy
are different from revolvers. So heavy revolvers do 6, heavy pistols do 5 damage. So it's 5 plus 7?
Yep.
Which does 8. I was really scared if I took him in sword combat, he would have used the demon sword.
He soaks 6 of it.
Okay, so he takes 2 damage.
So blood explodes from his shoulder. At which point you just see him look up and you can see him smile into the helmet. You then see what those silver sheens on the top of the guns are.
Okay, what are they?
He takes his wrists and he flicks them, and 2 small knife-like bayonets flick from the top of the sword as he charges you.
Ah, what a dick.
You didn't say you couldn't use the guns in melee. You said we're going to fight with guns.
All right.
He is that unseelie bitch.
Okay, what an asshole.
He's also much better at stabbing than he is at shooting.
Yeah, I figured.
So he is actually going to, whatchamacallit, I can use English. That was his entirely wrong dice roll. That was not a roll I meant to make. I just pressed the button.
I'm incredibly nervous that he should be rolling more dice than that.
Oh yeah. He has a melee of 7.
Okay. Oh, what? Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, no. Oh, I fucking goofed.
They just don't follow the same rules.
Okay.
So he is going to strike you with his dex is currently 4 plus 7. It's only 12, so actually it was only off by 1. But it is difficulty 4 because it counts as a knife.
Oof. Oh my god. Knives are tremendously. Actually, I do have to ask because I've always seen this rule applied, but I've never seen it in the book. Where does it say knives are done at less difficulty?
It's on the weapons check.
It's because I've always gone by like they're all the same diff unless otherwise stated, and I don't know where. There's claw. That's a weapon. Oh yeah, so weapon length should be okay. By the way, is he able to move as fast as me?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Remember, at this moment in time, you did a half move action. So essentially, yeah, he is able to keep up with you because your current dex. What is your current dex athletics?
My current stuff athletics is 6 plus 5 from my celerity is 11.
Yeah, he only has 1 less total than you do.
Oh, fair enough.
So, yeah.
Fair play to him.
He's got 5 and 5. Sidro's a combat monster. But no, he's a combat monster for a mage. Because bear in mind, they are very squishy. I'll tell you right now, he only has 7 health levels. And admittedly, he can soak lethal, which is nice. But his stamina is only 5. And like you can actually overpower him.
Unless he one-shots me this turn. Holy shit, let's go. Let's see what he gets.
Let's see what he gets. All right, so he's got a strength of 5.
Oof,
So,
oof, big oof.
Big oof. Bear in mind, you've got a... Actually, that's too few dice for him to roll. He should have rolled 14, but I'm not going to re-roll it because he matched your dex.
Okay.
I'm not going to roll 2 extra dice though because I'm not going to be that guy. So that's 11. So that's 10 plus 5 is 15 plus 1 is 16.
Oh, he's rolling even more dice than me. Shit. I'm very nervous.
Oh, I shouldn't have put the F1. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Smash.
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
So that is made of pain.
Yes. I can't heal it.
Nope. Well, you can.
I can?
Yeah. Totally. You just break the terms to do it.
Oh. Oh no, fuck that then. Okay. Well, he's right at me now, so I can either go for a point blank shot or I can attempt to shoot him in the head. So he's wearing a riot helmet, right?
Correct.
They're the ones with the little plastic masks, right? Like they fold up and down.
It looks to be plastic.
So would it be possible for me to plant my gun underneath his chin?
I'll give that to you because it's so cool. The difficulty 9.
Okay, point blank though.
No, dude. It's gonna be difficulty 9. Put your hand under his chin.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm putting my gun under his chin, but yeah, my hand's gonna be there. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna spend a willpower to ignore wound penalties. Can you spend willpower for automatic successes on attack rolls?
No.
I'm not sure if it would even be effective for me to do it. Fuck it. Pray to Nuffle. Oh no, it's not that one. Oh wow, that's actually incredible. I did not expect to get that good a roll. So that's 5 plus 2 plus 3 because I'm hitting him in the head.
Yep.
Only do 4. Fuck! Oh, I really needed to do more than that. I needed to do 5. He can easily say he takes another 2.
You see the bullet ricochet up and cut half his face as he's still smiling. Like,
okay.
Alright, he is also going to spend his willpower to ignore his wound penalties.
Damn it!
What? Damn it! You know what the funny thing is, if you'd actually like put your other attributes up before you began the fight, things might have gone differently.
Yeah, I don't know why I forgot to do that. Oh my god, he got another amazing roll. Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing.
Alright, so that's going to be a total of 17 dice.
Please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so 7.
Okay, here goes nothing. Are you shitting me? That is the worst fucking roll I could have gotten. No! I
believe.
I hit Incap.
Bang!
I can heal after the duel and try and cheat my way out of it, I guess. That's my only shot now, though.
Alright. Well, Sideshow looks down at you from where you're standing. Or from where he's standing. He kind of nods like, you know what? I'll give you that. That was decent. He then moves his hand in a gesture. So Francis, would you like to heal?
Yes, I will heal.
All right.
So I'll begin healing up now that the duel is over.
When you come to, you find yourself, you have your neck is connected via chains to your legs and your arms. Basically, he's got you kind of hog-tied.
Okay.
You see his wounds are closing. For the record, he also has the janky mage regeneration merit.
Okay.
So you just close. He then smiles at Mayrin and he says, "You may consider, Master Rumpelstiltskin may consider his request given entirely fair. Our security measures are indeed acceptable. Thank you for being our test subject, Master Beaumont."
Does Francis feel any different?
I beg your pardon?
Does Francis feel any different?
Define feel any different?
Does his blood feel any different?
Why do you ask that? I'm curious.
I don't know, but they're mages, and the blood is very important.
You have one less blood point.
I figured.
Bring him down to the cells. I'll see what his kind are willing to trade for him. Goodbye, Master Beaumont.
Francis will just, he won't say anything.
All right. And on that point, we will end our stream. Thank you, everyone. Thank you much for watching. This has been listening to Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.